right, here he is, the #1 UFC welterweight contender. He has never fought for the title before, but on the strength of a long winning streak, he has arrived at the precipice of a world championship here tonight.
He's been working so long to put himself in this position. He has been working so diligently to try to earn himself a shot at a championship. Tonight he gets that opportunity. He is a well-rounded fighter. He's so tremendous in all aspects of mixed martial arts. I cannot wait to see him compete and try to become the champion.
And I'm not sure that any athlete in this welterweight division has handled adversity, professional and otherwise, as well as this man has. He is forged as he hits the proving ground for his first UFC title fight tonight. All right, so we get another look and title defense for the UFC's undisputed welterweight champion, and he's chasing greatness, right? He wants to be mentioned alongside Georges St. Pierre. Kamaru Usman is one of the greatest welterweight champions. To keep that dream alive, gotta hold serve as the favorite time.
For him, it was about getting there. And once he got there, Johnny started thinking bigger. How do I build my resume? How do I build the legacy? How do I do enough to be remembered? It's all about legacy for this guy. It's fight by fight. But every time you speak to him, he talks in historical terms. He's just a tremendous champion.
Well, and some people were suggesting this week that he move up a division and chase double champ status. He is focused on the task at hand. We'll see if he can handle it with flying colors tonight. All right, now let's get you our tail of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC welterweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Jack Della Maddalena! And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC welterweight champion of the world, Belal. Remember the name, Muhammad.
One of the best in the business, Herb Dean, is our referee tonight. All right, ready to go with round 1. As usual, a lot of travel involved for Perth, Western Australia's Jack Della Maddalena, one of the best boxers in this division. But he doesn't discriminate, right? He has heard some people suggest that he can be taken down with relative ease. Della Maddalena is a worker. He has spent a lot of time working on his wrestling and his grappling because in this loaded welterweight division, there are a lot of good wrestlers and a lot of guys, because of JDM's boxing prowess, are going to be looking to take this man to the floor. Muhammad's looking to pass out of the half guard here and get that side control, but he is denied by the opposition.
Now he's got good body position, yup.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Belal Muhammad.
Another strike gets through from the top position.
All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Making all these shots count. Continuing to stay busy here on the ground.
Start hitting him with the hammer fist. Hit him with the hammer fist.
Yes, smart adjustment, yup.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Muhammad. Oh, and there's another ground strike for good measure. Now Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Trying to pass the guard here, but a nice job by the bottom fighter defensively.
Bottom fighter did a fantastic job of following with his hips, making sure he blocked any attempt to get past his guard. Great ground and pound by this man.
Oh, nice job to split his guard and get the ground strike home again. All right, so not enough action there on the ground. The referee brings the fight back to the feet, and we are back underway. Certainly showing off some good hands here tonight.
Great defensive skills. He blocked that punch.
How about the accuracy to land right there? His opponent's wobble chip.
He's hurt bad. He cannot take another shot like that.
Good, solid strike on the ground.
Kick him off.
Now inside the closed guard.
And he's going to try to find ways to pass and move to a submission.
I need you to be active on the ground now.
He passed the half guard.
A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control.
I need more action on the ground.
Nicely done.
What he has to do here is just try to stay relaxed. Big explosive actions, panicky actions are what gets you submitted a lot of times. In the half guard.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Muhammad.
Another one. I mean, he cannot miss from the top position.
Man, how fun is this to watch as he continues to dole out damage with the ground and pound?
Take it back to the days of guys like Mark Coleman, just beating people up in the ground and pound. This guy is a throwback fighter, and he's very fun to watch.
Yeah, the Godfather would be proud. Tries the flying knee to no avail. 45 seconds remain in the round. Well, he has really come out aggressively to start this fight. He's staying technical, but we have certainly seen an uptick in the volume and the output compared to his previous fight. Good start for him here tonight.
Big double leg level change. Beautiful transition.
20 seconds left. Good work from the top here by Muhammad. Final seconds of round one. Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or a big ground and pound.
Horn sounds for the end of round one.
Okay, settle down, breathe, relax, okay? Listen, relax. He's taking you down at will. We need to change this. We cannot let him take you.
All right, a lot of high-level striking action in that last round. Daniel, take us through it, if you will.
Tit for tat. Who has the best chin? It seemed as though they were looking for that answer. Both guys took risk. What a fantastic round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Round two here. All right, so here we go with our next round, and there was a lot for him. Huge shot finds the target there.
Great shot lands. Now he's got to go find that follow-up attempt. The kill shot is what they call it to go and end the fight. Oh, he passes the half guard now, and he's not posturing to land punches, so look for a submission attempt.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Belal Muhammad.
And another one. Another strike from the top lands for him.
Muhammad's in half guard. Working in half guard here, making these shots count. Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. Muhammad's right back to the full mount. Nice positional control here. Bottom fighter better move.
Yeah, he's got to move, John. He's got to shrimp and try to either get up or pull his opponent back into him so he doesn't have the posture to land that big damage.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Muhammad. Oh, his ground and pound is on full display here tonight. Well, that was a high-level extended battle on the ground. Now, though, the athletes back to their feet, and no surprise the crowd responding.
The crowd just loves whenever they get two high-level strikers going at it. It was very hard to get back up after getting taken down. But he's got there now. Let's see if he can take advantage of it.
Oh, tags him with the straight. Nice job there by Belal Muhammad.
And everything's landing with so much power.
Now he's got the single collar and the clinch. 3 minutes to go in round 2. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? And now leather being thrown on both sides. Well, he has really picked up the pace here in round 2. Much more aggressive than we saw in round 1, and now starting to find himself in the pocket.
Great timing on that double leg.
Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat? Look at him, he's setting up a choke now. Look at that, he sets it up.
That Darce choke is tight.
He may finish this fight by submission.
Oh, he escapes!
He got out. I mean, wow, that is great submission defense.
And he's back up. Well, we told you off the top of the broadcast he could do it all, but he's leaning on his striking tonight and continues to hit his opponent really with most of what he's throwing.
Well, he can't miss. I mean, it's like the guy's throwing a baseball at the side of a barn. Everything he throws, he lands, and he's showing that he can do it, and he can do it in abundance. The pace that this young man is fighting at is truly something special. Notice the drive. Look at how they drive the knee right into the midsection.
Muhammad's cheek looks like it's cut. Yes, it is. Starting to bleed a little bit now. Now he gets a more dominant position with the underhook.
He is going to start to drive knees over and over. You got to be careful here. You got to move.
Back to the jab now. Oh, single collar tie here.
Man, he has a great double leg. My goodness, he has a great double leg. Great defense by the defensive fighter.
Under a minute now to go, round 2. Muhammad's in half guard. Not there yet, but might get the submission here shortly. All right, we'll see how he chooses to defend here. Muhammad's back in half guard, very comfortable here. Oh, looks as though that right eye might be starting to shut. Yes, it is. And he's back up again, so the takedowns have been there, as have the get-ups. Oh, beautiful straight right hand.
Oh, man.
15 seconds to go.
Come on, let him go.
Just out of range with that left hook.
That was a beautiful takedown that landed there. Close round, a takedown like that might be the difference.
All right, there's the horn indicating the end of the round. So potentially a big factor here, ladies and gentlemen. The cut on the cheek sustained in that round. Certainly better to be below than above the eye, but the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up. All right, as they attend to the damaged fighter, we will re-rack some replays for you. A lot of damaging strikes landed by the opposition in that previous round.
Well, him just not really paying attention on the defensive side has made his opponent look like an absolute world beater. He's a good fighter, but he has never looked this good, and that is partly because his opponent is not defending.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. Well, he keeps going. Oh, he's got to keep pressing here. Could be the beginning of the end. Oh, big knee to the body. How'd he get that one home? All right, has the guard closed here. Oh, hammer fist here by Muhammad.
He's just being more aggressive, and because he's being more aggressive and more loose with his strikes, he's landing.
Swing and a miss by Belal Muhammad. Well, most fighters can't keep up this type of aggression and pace, but you don't have to worry about this guy. He hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down tonight. Oh, this is not good. That right eye starting to shut. Huge strike right there. I'm not sure how many more of these his opponent can take.
Massive shot that he landed. Great job. And look at him attacking the arm triangle on the other side. He's going to lock him down, try to pass all the way across his body. Once he gets across.
Oh, he is out. How good is that?
That is phenomenal submission defense by this young man.
Lands the lead right punch. Closes the gap and gets the single collar timeout. Man, look at that damage on the right side of his body. Starting to really bruise now.
Oh, nice double hook, yes. Oh, good defense, yes. He passes to half guard. He's got to be careful here.
Just over 3 minutes now to go. A lot of top pressure being applied here. And busy as he looks to improve position here.
He's got to start to get to the get-up process. Because everybody talks like you just get up, you don't. It's a process, right? You get to the underhook, you build to the elbow, then you start to gain height to get back to your feet. Great job finding his shots from the top position.
Man, he's killing it on the ground. Another strike gets through. This is some exhausting work, man.
I mean, it is so tiring to be fighting in this way. So much wrestling, so much grappling, expending all this energy, trying to hold the guy down. I mean, no takedown is not fought. No reversal is not fought. Everything they're doing is fought to the very last minute before it gets given up. Oh, he needs to get on his bicycle, John. He needs to get into space so that he doesn't get finished.
Muhammad going for the takedown here, but he misses. All right, well, good news is he rocked him. Bad news is he wasn't able to finish the job, and now his opponent's back in the fight.
I mean, you don't get those opportunities very often. You got to take full advantage of them when they're presented to you. Oh, nice. Nice takedown.
Oh, hard ground strike there, and that one opened up the cut. All right, so the fighter's able to reverse position on the ground, and now he's got the dominant position.
Yeah, what a great job recognizing that once he got the reversal, he went right to his offense. He didn't wait, John. He did a good job of while his opponent goes, oh my goodness, I lost the position. He said, no, we're not done. I'm going to get to a dominant position myself.
All right, so he can't get it here. Again, good awareness by the defensive fighter. Oh, lands with the ground and pound strike. Another ground and pound strike lands.
Oh, right into mount. Oh, he got to a spot.
All right, half guard now. Not a fighter you want in half guard against you. For the bottom fighter, what does he need to do?
He needs to secure his underhook. He's got to be fighting for underhook. One of the most key things you can do as a bottom fighter stuck in half guard is try to frame. You frame and push your opponent away from you. By pushing him away from you, he will then want to come back into you.
Right.
It's like when I push you back, you want to go forward. So as he comes forward, hand goes off the face, let it slip into an underhook, build up to your elbow, then go chase your single leg. This is high-level grappling, John, from a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt named Daniel Cormier.
All right, man, take a seat. You really rocked him that round. He does not want to be in this fight anymore. I need you to go out there and finish it. He doesn't want to be there.
All right, so a big knockdown for him, courtesy of that punch in that round. DC, here's your replay.
Big moment in the previous round. They were both fighting very well, but when he landed this punch right here that sits his opponent down, it showed that the power is not equal, and if he can land, he does have the ability to damage him.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here's round 4, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, so here we go. You can feel the tension. 4th round is underway. We'll see who has the upper hand here.
You feel it inside of the arena. The fighters feel it inside of the octagon. It's palpable. The energy is crazy because you understand that in the next 10 minutes, someone's going to get a belt strapped around their waist. It's amazing.
Keep your hands up and keep that head moving. Head movement.
Muhammad's in half guard now.
Hook to counter that hook.
Ground and pound. The hammer, Mark Coleman would be proud. Oh, staying busy from top position. He lands another ground strike there. All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks. Oh, inside kick.
Well, this is absolutely the hurt business. It's hard to see which party is more injured, but I think both fighters have been really effective with their strikes in this one.
Yeah, both guys have been affected. Both guys have been beat up. It's a very competitive fight. Let's see who has the heart to carry them through these very tough moments.
Straight punches we've seen all night.
Huge straight punch lands, and he's got him hurt very bad.
Oh, and he lands another takedown here, just doing a nice job not telegraphing his shot. Clean entries. The Olympian's got to like what he sees.
I mean, over and over, he gets to the legs before his opponent reacts. By beating him on the entry, now it's up to the opponent to keep up. But this guy's playing chess. His opponent's playing checkers. He's playing chess. He can't keep up. Once he gets to his legs, he's got to beat him defensively before he gets his hands locked around his legs or his body.
All right, close guard now.
He passes the half.
I know you've got a huge appreciation for this.
Oh, I mean, this is high-level grappling by both of these guys. Changing the position.
Well, we got a lot of blood now, ladies and gentlemen. I think my mother just turned off the TV, but every time that area gets targeted, that cut is getting worse and closer, theoretically, to the end of the fight.
Yeah, and, you know, when you got a person like this in front of you that is so good at what they do, when you are bleeding like this and the work is showing, you got to try to find a way to stop him. He needs to try to get a takedown or something, because the more he's standing, the more he's going to have to deal with this cut, and now all the blood that's coming from the cut.
Muhammad's back in half guard. He's very comfortable here. All right, so look at that. A cut has been opened around that eye area.
He's taking shots over and over again to that area, and now he's dealing with a cut.
Muhammad's back in full mount.
Great shot from the top position.
And there it is. Another strike gets through on the ground. Oh, looked like that strike from the bottom fighter got the crowd's attention. All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. All right, so there it is again. He's been very efficient with his ground and pound striking game tonight.
And now they're starting to pile. He's starting to pile them together. Punch after punch is starting to land from the top position.
1 minute to go in the round.
Nice transition.
All All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man. I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's
Right.
very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning the position of the underhook. It opens up so many opportunities for you to either escape or sweep.
All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. Oh, and there it is. Was only a matter of time. That ground strike has cut him open. What a strike from off of his back. Final seconds of round 4.
Huh.
20 minutes down, potentially 5 to go. All right, so the round is over, and you see the cut man not wasting any time as the fighter makes his way back to the stool. The cut man will try to shut that cut on the bridge of his nose and prevent it from becoming a factor here moving forward. All right, DC, we'll get a few clips of the damage done in that previous round. That eye continues to be the main target.
I mean, he is getting hit in this position, and it's all about now, where is the cut? Is it above the eye? Is it below the eye? But every time you get hit in that area, it is going to sting, and the bleeding will then cause issues to your side. He's got to change something.
You ready to fight? You ready?
5th and final round. Oh, huge strike lands there, DC.
He landed that massive shot. Now he needs to try to find the next shot, the follow-up shot that will finish the fight.
Oh! Big left hand.
There you go. There you go.
Muhammad's in half guard. We'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here. All right, big storyline starting to develop here. That cut really starting to get wide open as this fight continues.
And you can watch him. You see him. You can see it becoming his focus as he's popping him on that cut. And it's starting to open up more and more as the fight goes longer.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Belal Muhammad. Again, not much defense there. Another ground strike gets through.
He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here. And he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here.
Lands with the ground and pound. These ground strikes are starting to add up. All right, he's in a half-guard position here, DC, and in a good spot to dole out a lot of damage, I would think.
A lot of damage can be done from the half guard. You sit back on that leg, you press down into your opponent, you drop elbows, you drop punches. What is very key is you...
Muhammad's looking for an armbar here. He is no one-trick pony.
Arms in deep.
Oh, good stop to me. Oh, somehow, some way he got out.
These guys are back and forth, and the submission defense wins this transition.
Well, no surprise to see him rinse and repeat as he continues to target that swelling upstairs.
Targeting that swollen eye, getting back after him, making him work, and recognizing like, hey, this is my path. It's working, I'm gonna stay on. There it is, now he's running him out. That was nice.
Oh, huge pop from the crowd as the fighters get back up to their feet. I mean, you and I love a good grappling match, but these fighters came to see knockouts.
Yeah, the fans came to see them knock each other out, and that's what they're going to get. All the grappling was beautiful to watch, Sean, but ultimately, it is the striking that people show up for. He's got to find a way to finish this fight.
All right, what do you think? Another takedown attempt here. It seems like every time he's gone to the well, it's been there tonight.
When you're that successful with any one thing, why? Take it for a ride. Nice double leg, nice finish.
Well, the cut man's getting excited, but nobody else is. That cut's getting worse by the minute.
Every time he gets hit there, it gets a little bit messier.
Muhammad's in half guard.
Now he's going full mount.
Oh, and he escapes up to his feet. Very nice. Oh, clean hook there.
Oh,
That'll do it.
oh my goodness.
I mean, you gotta be kidding me. Everybody here inside this arena digesting what they just saw. That is not a TKO, folks. That is a clean knockout result tonight.
I mean, just wow. What a performance by this young man, knocking his opponent out with a single shot like that.
Bruce Buffer inside the octagon with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 30 seconds of round number 5. Declaring the winner by knockout and new undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Della Maddalena!
DC, you know what it's like to get that first UFC belt and become a champion. That is his reality here tonight, and